Hello and welcome back. Today we are checking out the Bride of Necro, covered by Vezalius Bandage. Now, it's been a while since we checked out Vezalius, and I'm excited to see what he sounds like right now. This is a cover that came out around 2 weeks ago, and a few of you recommended that I check it out, so here we are. Let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Okay. We've got like this slight rasp in this like almost mourning tone. I suppose that's fitting for the Bride of Necro. But I like this atmosphere we're creating. It's not quite husky, but it does have that rasp and that slightly like a mid to bass tone element in the vocal track. Okay. Picking up with... Oh, I like that little treble run as an interjection. Okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. Okay, so I like this composition. I like how we're playing around with the mix. We've got this nice juxtaposition between this mid to bass tone with the vocals, which isn't super low, but it's pointed out because of how bouncy and upbeat, well, maybe not necessarily upbeat, but just more treble based that the instrumentation is, at least for those interjections and some tracks in there. But I have to say, I'm not sure if it's the mic quality or if we're doing some like mix suppression, but the vocals sound a little off. Normally if you have like just a little bit of a deeper or more sort of muddied voice, it will usually still have a clarity in the track. This, I'm not sure if it's just because of the mic he's using or something with the mix, but it sounds almost like it's suppressed, but not intentionally. I still love what he's doing with his voice, nonetheless. Oh no, wait. No, he sounds awesome here, so I don't know what... I guess we were just doing some mix suppression, and then we open up... I guess we were setting up some mix suppression, and then opening up with the... to create that juxtaposition, that duality with the next segment there. Okay. Because, like, all up until here, for, like, this first minute of the song, I was like... Maybe it's a mic issue or something, but no, it sounds fine on that on this opening next segment here. Okay, yeah, he sounds amazing here. Nice. That was a nice lift. Nice. We're really playing into that bass. Nice. It does seem like we're using like a MIDI track or something for those that support run up, which is fine, but it does make it a little bit flat. So I would have maybe preferred adding in some separate string track to support that again over the single track we already have supporting those like treble based support in the instrumentation for the vocal track. I would have maybe added another string track on top of that, but it still sounds... I still really like what he's doing with his voice. I just have a couple of nitpicks here and there with the mix. Nice. Nice. And he's really matching that percussive as well. We're going very in line with the percussive. Okay, a lot of emulated instrumentation. Okay, interesting. So, we're layering vocals here, and so, which is making me question that suppression I was hearing before, because now I'm questioning if maybe it was just the layered vocals. Maybe just because now that we're layering the vocals, he sounds pretty awesome. Though it's also possible I just got used to like how the vocal tracks sound. But definitely for that big chorus moment, you know, he sounded great there. I really loved how his voice sounded. So I'm a little curious about why I felt like there's like that odd suppression on the vocal. I believe in like that first minute, I think it was just a mix thing. Though it could possibly be a mic thing, and then that was kind of overwhelmed by the layered vocals and the instrumentation like backing it up. But I think it was just a odd mix suppression on like that first minute of the song, because now we sound a lot more open, though it is also possible that maybe I just got used to it. No, but he sounds so good here. But we do have a lot of layered vocals supporting. Nice. Okay. So he's really playing out with getting his voice and projecting out. So we are kind of lax with it. You know, we are coming in with this kind of almost like a lackadaisical, lax atmosphere to the voice. He's kind of dishing out, swaying, you know, but we're still getting that emotion. We're still pushing out and projecting more, but we don't necessarily have a lot of like accents in between. Like, you know, we don't have any like big runs in between the segments where we're getting those big sustains or those big outbursts, which isn't necessarily a criticism. It's just something I'm noticing about the composition. But because there's pros and cons to that, right? Because on the downside, you kind of do make it feel a little stagnant on the vocal tracks when we're not getting those like in little inflections, those demeanor changes. But we also do emphasize the big sustains and the big moments a lot more when we do that as well. So pros and cons to that, just a composition choice, really. And we're playing around with the vocal layering to supplement that as well. Oh, getting those keys in there. All right. We actually had 2 key interjections to tease this key segment, interjectory segment here, which is pretty nice. That's a pretty nice composition choice. Oh, nice, coming in with the synth support. Nice little trill there. Ooh, bring out more of the bass vocal. I really like how he sounds there. Nice! Nice! We're getting more emotion into it now. Getting a little more into the song now here. I like that. Alright. Are we gonna end on instrumental? Yeah. No, we still have like half a minute. Are we gonna get another interjectory segment? Or just run down? Are we gonna run out instrumentation? Okay. Okay, looks like we are. Okay. I like that though. Nice. All right, that was The Bride of Necro, covered by Vezalius Bandage. I quite like that. That was a really solid cover. I will say, you know, when you're using a lot of like emulated instrumentation, especially for traditionally acoustic instruments, it can kind of make it feel a little stagnant sometimes. Not always, but just for some parts, especially when you have looping instrumentation, it can definitely make it feels stagnant if you don't have very dynamic vocal tracks over it, which some people really like how that sounds. But it generally can be a bit of a turn off for a lot of songs. But here, I think we kind of towed the line there, but then we stepped away from it. Because, you know, I was feeling that in like the first minute of the song, we had this odd suppression on the vocals, and the instrumentation felt a little flat, not in pitch, but just in the atmosphere. You know, it felt a little like, oh, I can tell these are MIDI tracks, I can tell these are emulated here. But as we went forward, we got more lively in the mix, and because of, you know, the more complexity that we added into the mix, as well as the more emotion we got from Vezalius's voice, and we got different layered vocals, and that kind of shifted the focus more into the vocal tracks being the spotlight. And so that definitely helped. And so after we hit that first chorus, the core, like the entirety of the song, the entirety of the cover just picked up from there. So the first minute, I was like a little nervous. I was like, okay, it's an okay cover. You know, I'm still getting along here, but I'm not seeing a whole lot in that first minute. And then after that, it really picked up. I really started to enjoy it quite a bit. He sounded really great when he went out there and projected his voice, when he got more emotion in it. And it was very, very satisfying to hear, especially on those last choruses, or the last chorus, when he was just pouring his heart out for a bit there. I really enjoyed that. And the instrumentation fixed to match him, you know. Though we did fade out with the instrumentation for a significant bit of time, which I think it would have definitely helped to at least have like one more like real instrument recording for a track there. But overall, you know, the focus is the vocalist, and I think as far as the vocal work goes, it was amazing. The vocal work was awesome, and the mix was all right, aside from that first minute. That first minute I didn't really like, but after that, the mix was pretty great. I really enjoyed it. And I actually really like how we played with the bass tones as well. The management on the bass tones was awesome, especially with the vocal bass, or I suppose the bass vocal track. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed how that was mixed, because it was quite high, but not enough to like overwhelm the main vocal, but high enough that it really added that pop that you need, and that pop that you get from like a bass guitar or something. But we had that on the vocal emphasis, which really highlighted Vezalius, and it did an awesome job there. So yeah, some parts I wasn't a big fan of, but most of the parts I was very impressed with. I really, really liked. So yeah, thank you very much for recommending that I check this out, and thank you very much for watching. Aside from that, I will see you all next time. Feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. Thank you very much.